I tell you about the Get Down Roper. I feel like I've evolved in roping saddles, and this is one of my best. It is extremely good for the thick-withered horse, the low-withered horse, and the no-withered horse. The fork on this saddle is 8 3/8 inches right here of width. Normally, if it's like a marten, that's going to drop down. It's going to pinch like hell because you widen your fork to widen the gullet. Here, I twist the bars. As I'm coming forward, I start right here with the pattern work, and I twist the bar out at the top and front. That means the bar comes in at the bottom and front. That means this bar is no wider than the low-down roper at the bottom. That's what contacts the upper rib cage. That's why it keeps you, in all of my saddles, from pinching the withers, because I have done this with the bars. Let me grab a little sample here. This is a Mork cutter tree. You see the nice widened gullet, but it is not that wide here. It's because we have a steeper angle. It's because the twist means we started from flat, almost flat in the rear, so that we don't bite into the horse right here. And we start that twist right here, and it gets narrower as we go in the seat, because it gets steeper as you go in the seat, to where you end up with an angle that is steep enough. You do not pinch withers. You hold the saddle up in front right here, and your point of contact being down on this part of the bar here means that it's below the outside lower edge of the bar. This straightens the tree, gives a little gap right here called bridging, lets you horses bring their back up as they get their ass under themselves. Better displayed with the Rainer tree, the Rainer bar. A lot of twist, a lot of twist, and see how narrow it gets. That's the case in all of my saddles. It's nothing but geometry. This saddle has a 15.5-inch wide swell. We can't turn that in a regular duplicator machine for forks on a saddle. So it gives you a swell that's really out there. That gives you a swell that you get your legs under. You fit into this saddle. You see the curve in the fork right here? That moves the horn forward just a little bit. This is my DM8 horn, which is the most popular. We use it on the low-down roper. This saddle now has a little lower and a little flatter top on the cantle, so that it's not too high here. Anybody wants one of these with a really low cantle, we can do it like I do on my calf roper. I have no problem. We make the trees here and do the pattern work here. That's why nobody has these patterns. You'll see that you have a nice narrow waist in this seat. That's because of the twist in the bar. You get narrow here. You're nice and wide here for support and comfort. This is the Get Down Roper. Like all of my saddles, it's open all the way down the center. Get down to your horse. Don't sit there and rub on any spinous processes or backbone. This has the loops, but you see how this stirrup strap is angling rearward? It wants to go back here. It doesn't want to go out here as much as it does back here. When you're up in the stirrup, you put any pressure in it, your feet come back up under you. That's because of the way the loop is made. It's the trapezoid loop. That means instead of a rectangular loop, the loop is dropped in front, comes up toward the rear like this. So when you get up in the stirrup, it puts your feet and your legs back under you naturally. That puts you, bam, right up against these sweet cheeks on this swell. You stay there. You're ready to rope, but this is not hitting you in the gut. It's moved forward because of the curve right here. It's like giving you a small seat, giving you a little larger seat for horn position. I did this with the first Clay O'Brien Cooper Roper in 1995. He loved it, so did everybody else that bought them. Hope you like it. This is one of the best. Len Brown.